Well, time to change my major. As you might recall from a vlog that I made last semester, I told you guys and I told myself that I was burning all my bridges, burning my ships. I was not going to switch out of CS. I was going to get it done. I was going to persevere and graduate with a CS degree. But recently I've been feeling very introspective, thinking about why I got into CS, especially because this semester has been very, very course heavy into the computer science, and I've been realizing just how not into it I am. And after talking with Bradley last night and him telling me to make a pro and con list, I did. And I have decided to switch my major. Let me first go over my two lists. Let's start with the pros first. CS is stressful and time consuming. So for people who want to be programmers, CS is not stressful. Solving those little problems and trying to figure out why your code doesn't run or compile, they love that. They eat it up. They want to figure out why and get better at programming. Me, I don't care. And I just get frustrated when my code doesn't compile, when the output's not what it's supposed to be. It's frustrating for me. I don't enjoy nitpicky little details like that. And on top of that frustration, it takes a long time to figure out why stuff like that doesn't work, which compounds the frustration. I cannot see myself ever becoming a programmer. Even from the very beginning here at Purdue, when I first started my first semester, I didn't think I'd ever be a programmer. The reason I chose computer science was because I thought it'd be easier to break into the business realm with a tech background. And even now, when people ask me what I plan to do with my computer science degree, my answer is always to not use it. I literally say that to everybody who asks me, what do you want to do in computer science? I say I don't want to use my degree. That should have been a red flag much earlier. I'm a social, creative person. I never really felt like I fit in with the computer science community here at Purdue because most of them are introverts and they really love delving into all of the really small details about terminals and algorithms and security, all kinds of stuff like that, and I never have. I've only just done the coursework that they gave me and then moved on because I didn't care that much. The most fun I have in my life is when I'm hanging out with my friends and when I'm making short films or editing my vlog or when I'm acting on stage. I'm creative and I'm social, and I feel like computer science kind of limits me in those areas. Computer science is very much an academic area, and while I view myself as a rather intelligent person, I just don't think that's where I'm supposed to be. I think I'd flourish much more in an area such as business marketing, where I could better hone my creativity and sociability. My degree is just a backup plan anyway. So for those of you who've been following the vlog for a long time, you know that my dream is to become an actor in Hollywood. That has pretty much been my dream since I was 7 or 8 years old, and that has never changed. And that's what I fully intend on pursuing after graduation. And so this degree is really just a security blanket. Not a security blanket. It's a security... It's just for security. It's for job security. It makes me more hireable. It's a marketable feature to have. Your major barely matters in the long run. So since my degree is just a backup plan, it really doesn't matter to me all that much what I get my degree in, and especially because statistically, according to Forbes and Yahoo Money and a lot of other sources, your major really doesn't matter for the direction of your career. Your major pretty much only gets you your first job. It gets your foot in the door after college, and then everything after that is your work experience, your resume, and your ability to negotiate. When it comes to medicine and law and engineering and computer science, those majors are important to the field that you want to get into. You obviously can't become a doctor if you only have a degree in English. But most jobs that require a bachelor's degree, they don't care if it's in business or history or basket weaving. They just want somebody who has a bachelor's degree because it proves that you were able to stick to something for 4 years and see it through. And you're an educated individual. And so because of that, because your major doesn't really matter that much, and because my degree is just a backup plan, I figure I might as well make these 4 years enjoyable, and I might as well major in something that I actually like. Most of my future plans involve owning and operating a non-technical business. So in all the future scenarios that I imagine where I either have retired from acting or the acting thing didn't work out, God forbid, I am owning and operating my own small business in Peru, Indiana. And not like a tech business, like a software engineering company. I'm talking like a restaurant or a store. More than likely a restaurant. So for that dream, a management or marketing degree will help me way more than a computer science degree, because a computer science degree won't help me at all with working for myself. Now let's check out the cons list. I feel like I'm giving up. As I said earlier in this video, I made a video last semester where I said that I was burning all my ships and I was going to persevere and get my computer science degree. And I really firmly believed that I would, and I wanted to do that as a show of persistence or perseverance or something, just to prove it to myself that I could do it. But now that I'm not, now that my perspective has changed and I'm switching my major, I feel like I'm failing myself in that area. However, I know I've got to cut myself some slack, because as you grow and mature, your perspective changes. Your experiences change how you think about things. And so now I see pursuing computer science to the end as a waste of time rather than true persistence. In fact, I'd even go so far as to call it foolish for me to continue with computer science when I know for a fact it's not what I want to do with my life. Mobility into the tech industry will be severely limited. So part of the reason I wanted to major in computer science was that it offered me options. I could go into the tech industry and be a programmer or an IT guy or whatever, or I could cross over into business relatively easily with a computer science degree, because it gives me technical knowledge, a technical background that people seek in a businessman. However, this con means very, very little to me, because I have determined with pretty high certainty that I do not ever want to be a programmer, and I just don't care about the technical side of things. So now, as for what changed my mind, it was almost entirely that conversation with Brad. He made me see things that I was intentionally trying to not see, because I wanted to convince myself to stay in computer science. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I was married to the idea, because of how badly I wanted to persevere through it. But the more I think about it, the more I realize I probably should have switched to business a lot earlier. There were a lot of red flags. For example, my lack of interest in computer science. Second of all, like I said before, when people would ask me what I wanted to do with computer science, I told them I didn't want to do anything with it. Plus, a lot of my friends, such as Katie and Holly back home, have told me, and even my dad tells me this, that they never saw me as a programmer. They didn't think that that's where I would be most successful and most happy. They all thought that I'd do much better in a more outgoing social field, particularly business. And I realize now I should have listened to them earlier, but I was being stubborn. I wanted to finish this computer science degree. It would be tempting for a person in my position to look back on their freshman year and think that it was wasted in computer science, in a major that I will not be pursuing any further. But I don't consider it a waste. I consider it a very good learning experience, because over the summer, as I said when I quit my IT job, I was trying to fit the mold of the tech guy. I thought computers were super cool. I wanted to learn as much as I could about them. So I got an IT job. I majored in computer science. And in doing both, I realized that neither one of them are for me. I quit my IT job because I did not enjoy it at all. And now I'm dropping CS for business because I don't enjoy programming nearly as much as I think I'll enjoy business. And another reason I chose computer science was because I thought that a business degree would be kind of a waste. I pretty much had this incorrect opinion that anything outside of the realm of STEM, medicine, or law was just a waste of a degree. And I'm realizing now how ignorant that was. Getting a degree at all is a very, very valuable thing to do. So anyways, that's my life update for today, folks. I am switching out of my major, computer science. I have to finish out the semester in it, but next year, and hopefully until graduation, I am majoring in business. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.